Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Jackson and I are out here doing one cast again today for you. It is Thursday, the 12th of October. Jack, you want to come up here? Come on up. Come. Come on. You're not in trouble. Okay. All right, I boated to the dam. They're running water. I'd say a little more than 2. It's hard to say. The app is not working, hasn't been working this week, and so we don't even know the schedule. I did get out earlier, around 4. It's 5:30-ish, maybe 6 now, but I was going to do one cast and had a jig and float. And I got up to about Taneycomo acres and noticed the water's running. So I had to change gears. Wind was blowing pretty bad that time too. I had came back to the resort, had some things come up. We got real busy, so I decided, since they're still running water, to come back up, and we're going to drift an egg fly. This is an apricot egg fly, tied on about a number 12 hook, 4-pound line, and about a number 4 split shot. We're going to be drifting right down the middle. There are a lot of browns spawning right now, dropping eggs. Of course, their eggs are a lot smaller than that, but and both rainbows and browns are eating them. The only hard thing is keeping this from gathering a whole bunch of algae and moss and stuff that trout don't like to eat, at least right now. Yeah, Jack, I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna pull a Blake. The wind is blowing up lake, which is kind of a pain, but we're gonna do the best we can. And why I say that's a pain is because you have to constantly hit the trolling motor and keep yourself moving down. Try to stay about the same speed as the current. The wind has died a lot, so it's not too bad, but it's still a pain. I am going to be reeling in and throwing back out a lot. That was the bottom. Because I want to keep checking that egg. It's clean so far. The egg is nothing but yarn that's tied onto a hook. And the way it's tied, it makes a round egg-looking fly. Of course, there's no scent. There are a lot of fly fishermen up and around the outlets. Probably a lot of fish in there too. Oh, I got one. Well, that's cool. Well, it is a rainbow. Not first cast, though. When the guys are up here fishing, fly fishing with the water off, they're saying they're catching a lot of small browns. Those small browns are eating those eggs. Like I said, he's about 13 inches or so. I want it ticking the bottom a little bit, if I can, and it will with me going slower than the current. These fish really should be geared, focused in on these eggs. There's probably so many being laid right now. It just, I don't think I've drifted like this in a while, especially up here. I think a lot of the guides are using an egg and a scud, and I just wanted to tie one fly on. Our local Fellowship of Christian Athletes chapter, Southwest Missouri, the director is Brian Mitchell. He's a good friend of mine. And back in June, they had a fundraising banquet, and Jim Kelly, who is the quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, spoke. And I guess he really took a liking to the area and what Brian's doing. Brian told me that they have, I guess they have huddles. They're Bible studies. I'm going to check my fly. They have Bible studies with coaches and with their athletes. And in all schools in his area, they have 140 huddles going right now. Anyhow, Jim has a foundation, philanthropic foundation that he started for his son. And you can read about Jim's story. He's got quite a story. But so Jim and some of his friends are in town this week playing golf, and they fished. They fished this morning. There's 9 of them, or 8 of them. They went out with 3 of our guides. And I think everybody caught fish. But they had a bet on biggest fish. Everybody put 20 bucks in the pot. And Jim caught a 20 and 3/4 inch rainbow and won the pot. He was pretty stoked. I don't think this will be the last time they come back. I think all of them really enjoyed it. They enjoyed the fishing. They said it wasn't long enough. Okay, it's good. This gravel through here is pretty clean. Not sure how far down I'm going to drift. The wind has stopped. I wonder if it was just blowing up there closer to the dam. So I'm getting a really good drift right now. I can see the bottom. I'm in 6, 7 foot of water. See some fish midging. Quite a few. Wonder if they're shutting that water off. Ooh, there's the bottom. Yes, they are. You always can look on the bank and see the wet spot, and the current's actually getting pretty slow, so that means they're probably shutting it off. And the other clue was the fish were starting to midge, and that's another sign. I have no idea why. Those midge start hatching when the water starts to drop, and the fish start coming up and midging. No one. So, what am I gonna do? They're not going nuts over my egg. They are really midging heavy. I still got a clean egg. I'm gonna keep drifting this a little bit longer. I'm tempted to throw I don't know what I'm tempted. Here's one. Tempted to throw, I don't know, zero midge under a float maybe. He just thinks he's big. He's not. Are ya? Comes that wind again. About the same size, 13. Try it a little bit longer. Now I'm gonna really have to keep it moving. Oh, that was a fish. Yeah, water's slowing down a lot. Just a couple more minutes and then we're gonna have to change it up. I'm tempted to throw a jig, but with this wind, it might be a little tough. I don't know. I just have a feeling it's just down there wallowing in the carpet of algae. Okay. Let me just throw a jig for a minute and just see. I've got a rod with. Just set that rod down there. Oh, that's a pretty good sized jig. I got 2 pound line. I think I've got a 3/32 ounce jig on there. Oh, Jack, sorry, I got your tail. You can probably hear that wind. Oh, had a follow. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to something else. I think it's a jig and float. So I'll be right back. Okay, I have a jig under a float. And I'm gonna try this just, ooh, yes. Yes. Fish just came up right there. It's one of our new 32nd ounce jigs. It's black. Under a float, 2 pound line. But I only have it under the float about 2 feet because these fish are coming up pretty often. I might switch it here in a second. Right there. Nice fish. That's about 3 feet. I'm going to move it down to about 5. So, when I say one of our new jigs. This is a jig that we designed. I say we. Darren designed. And I'm going to have to get on the trolling motor because I'm being blown sideways. Jack, Jack. Well, it came out to be 1/32 ounce. We were trying for a 1/50th. But we were trying for a jig that we could throw. And we found out we really couldn't throw a 1/50th ounce and get it to do what we wanted it to do. And we like this 32nd ounce. It's a true 32nd ounce. The one we've been selling actually weighs about 1/25th of an ounce. So we're going to change the label on our old 32nd ounce. There's a fish. Oh, I missed him. Golly. We're going to change the label and call it what it is, 1/25th ounce, and we're going to carry the 1/32nd ounce. Then we have the 1/16th ounce. And we have sent some of those jigs out to be tied. The new ones. We should be getting them in the shop here pretty soon. And on the website. The chop on the water is working that float pretty good, and it's working the jig, but I'm still giving it some twitches. I'm keeping my rod tip low to the water because I don't want that line blowed in the wind and affecting my drift. Make sure I didn't have any moss on it. I want to make sure the slack in my line is fairly tight. So when I go to set the hook, and by jiggling that float, it kind of confirms that I've got the right amount of slack. One more little deal and then we're going to go back up, I think. Oh, yes. Well, I hesitated. Oh, what's the deal? Why? Why? Two that the hook's pulled out. There we go. I didn't lose that one. Look at that. I had a fish chase it. Either that is my trolling motor thrust, which I think is my trolling motor thrust. Okay, that means I'm on the bottom, so I'm gonna have to shorten it up a little bit. 4 feet. Okay, I lost my wind. Might have been a bite. Is it dragging the bottom? Can't be. The float's kind of vibrating like I'm getting a bite. No. Oh, I gotta get this. Hey, Matt. No. Yeah, I did. I probably got them in my pocket. I'm on the lake, of course. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. That's good. Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Yeah, just the dead bolts, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it. Sorry about that. All right. Okay, thanks. All right, well, I ran off with the office keys, and Mac couldn't completely lock up. The doors are locked, but they're not dead bolted. There's his keys right there. My staff they have to put up with me. That's why they're so good. Right, Jack? Okay. I mean, I kind of like this. I feel like I have a pretty good chance for a big fish. I just wonder if a miracle fly under a float would work, since they're kind of keying in on eggs. Let's try that. Do that, throw a jig. Oh, it was really, really pretty a second ago. Sun was setting, it was right over the dam, and yeah, I lost the moment. Okay, what did I do with it? Right there. So they have shut the water off. And it's just kind of falling out now. Still fairly good current. The winds pick back up. Okay. Let me fish it off this side. Excuse me. This might be really good. Somebody's firing a gun around here. It sounds like it's over there, but I can't tell. I can't tell what kind of gun it is. It's right over there. Kind of sounds like a pistol. Okay. This is a miracle fly. It's tied by Jeremy Hunt. It's about 4 foot under the indicator, 2-pound line. It's that apricot. This doesn't work, I'm gonna throw a jig. Maybe. This wind? I don't know. See it over there? That was a fish. Probably big brown chasing something. It's fairly shallow water over there. Wow. Oh, there we go. Man, he nailed it. It's a pretty good fish. I had my camera turned a little bit too much to the side. Sorry about that. You could see the float though. Let me get the net. Okay. It's not huge, but water's pretty chilly, actually. About 16. Egg came out of his mouth. Okay, I'm gonna go a little deeper. About 6. Let's get the camera right this time. Sorry. Yeah, that wind all but quit a minute ago, and now it's really blowing. Ooh, that was a bite. I think I'm gonna stick with this because I really do have a good feeling that, you know, I can get a pretty good fish if I'm fishing this right. So I guarantee you these rainbows are up here eating brown eggs. I know I've got it down close to the bottom. That might have been bottom. It's okay. I don't mind it rolling on the bottom. Oh, set the hook. One more attempt, and what I'm gonna do is go on up and fish on top of the bar. But to do that, I gotta run the motor, the big motor. There's the stump. Okay. Not very deep water out here, not up on the bar. It's actually a little bit hard to see. It's starting to get dark. Not a whole lot of current. Go a little deeper. I'm really starting to lose my current, I'm afraid. Tell you what I'm gonna do for the last Oop, I hit spot lock. I'm gonna tie my 32nd ounce jig on. I believe I know that this spot right out here, when the water's down, is a place where a lot of these big fish come in and try to spawn on top of this bar. Huh. Not sure how that happened, but it did. Boy, I can't see the line. Yeah, water shallow. I'm going totally by feel. When if you just give me a little bit of a break, I might be able to catch something. think I just got a bite. Either that or a rock. Okay, the wind has stopped. There was one right there at the very last. I missed him. I was just about ready to reel it in. He hit it. Just another one. Can't believe nobody's up here. Come on. I'm kind of at the end of the bar now. It's starting to get a little bit deeper. That's where a lot of these fish will sit. They'll stage down here in this deeper water. I can hear the wind pick it back up. Running out of daylight. Oh yes, he did hit it. Thought I had a hit and I paused. And he hit it again. You're hitting pretty short. Come on, fish. Get aggressive. I need to push myself down a little ways. I want to fish this deep hole. Deeper hole. Actually, I think I'm down to it. Having a hard time seeing the bottom. Come on, fish. I can't see. It's my last cast with the camera. Because I think it's getting too dark to see. Not sure. Felt good. Let's try that again. Set the hook. Can't end on a mess. There he is. Maybe not very big. I was hoping for a big old brown, but I'll take the rainbow. Almost too big to bring up, but he's still about 13, about the same size as the first two. All right, Jackson, you ready to go home? I'm gonna stay out here and fish a little longer because I like this, but I gotta bug out before it gets too shallow. I get stuck up here all night. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.